Good morning, students. Now, the stages of development of quality. We have first stage, that is inspection. Inspection stage employ simple inspection based system. The team of inspectors are employed to examine, measure, and test the product and compare it to the product standard. Inspection is controlled at various stages of manufacturing, such as incoming of material while they are in a semi-finished form or when they become a finished goods. Non-conform products, that is a product having not a required quality, are segregated from a good one and are subsequently reworked and sold at a lower price or as a scrapped. Inspection based system often fail to find poor quality item. 100% inspection is also never foolproof and also costly. Then we have a quality control. It may be properly labeled as quality control or inspection based. Acceptance function, accepting goods once by rejecting or segregating a defective, is replaced by corrective function, utilizing inspection results for prevention of defective in the future lot. Data on defect is generated from inspection, results of product testing done at various stages of manufacturing. Sample inspection plans are adopted here, and statistical quality control techniques are also used to control the process in control stage in quality control. Then we have a quality assurance. In quality control, inspection based is substituted by a quality assurance prevention based, you can say. Emphasizes is placed on quality of process. Quality planning, quality manual are prepared with the objective to build a quality into a manufacturing process. Quality assurance, however, pay a little or no attention to a service industry and a soft area of quality such as delivery, customer satisfaction, etc. Then we have a total quality management. Total quality management cover all kind of industry, manufacturing as well as servicing. TQM implementation require a clear and ambiguous vision of top management and gradually removal of interdepartmental barrier. TQM places a great emphasis on customer, internal and external focus. TQM believes that good training based on systematic training need identification is essential to attain a greater quality. TQM lay a great trust on a business process and advocate a continuous improvement in every business activity. So, we can say at a first stage we do an inspection. In second stage, we can use a statistical quality control technique, sampling technique, which can do inspection or ensure a quality control or in after the production have done or between the production also. Then quality assurance, which is generally given by the third party to tell what exactly we want in our product or services. And then we have a more advanced version, that is quality management, total quality management, where we cover all the aspects of the production and service industries to improve the quality. Now, the ISO 9000. I hope everyone knows about ISO 9000. Whenever you go to market and you want to purchase something, you always see whether they have IS or ISO mark or not. They give us a satisfaction that the product we are buying have a required quality that is necessary for that product. In ISO is an international standard. An international standard is a document containing a practical information and best practice. It often describes an agreed way of doing something or a solution to a global problem. ISO stands for International Standard Organization, and at present there are 23,990 international standards covering all aspects of technology and manufacturing. 166 members representing ISO in their country. 798 technical committees, subcommittees to take care of the standard development are there. ISO 9000 is defined as a set of international standards on a quality management and quality assurance developed to help companies effectively document the quality system element needed to maintain an efficient quality system. It is not specific to any one industry or can be applied to organization of any size. ISO 9000 can help the company to satisfy its customer, meet regulatory requirement and to achieve continual improvement. It should be considered to be first step on, or the base level for a quality system. तो बेसिकली आईएसओ डजंट टेल यू कि ये प्रोडक्ट में क्वालिटी होनी चाहिए, ये होनी चाहिए. नो, दे गिव द प्रिंसिपल्स that you need to follow, and if you follow that principle automatically the product quality will improve. It depends on the type of goods and services you are offering. ISO 9000 is a series of quality management system standard. It provides guidance and tool for compliance for companies and organizations. It ensures that their product and service consistently meet customer requirement and for consistent improvement in a quality. Now, the ISO 2000. ISO 9000 refers to the ISO 9000 update released in the year 2000. Clear? The ISO 2000 revision had 5 goals. First is to meet stakeholders' need, be usable by all sides of organization, be usable by all sector, be simple and clearly understood, contain quality management system to a business process. ISO 9000 was again updated in the year 2008 and then 2015. ISO 9000 is the most current version right now. ISO 9000 family of quality management system is a set of standards that help organizations to ensure they meet customer and other stakeholder need within a statutory and regulatory requirement related to the product or services. Now, what ISO 9000 series tell about? What they consist? First is ISO 9000 2015. It focuses on the fundamental and vocabulary that used in ISO 9000 standards. Then ISO 9001 and 2015 series, which focus on the requirement standard that provide direction on how to achieve quality requirement, meet the significant regulatory requirement, improve satisfaction for all stakeholders, customer and shareholder, etc. Have a method of identify and implementing the improvement. Then ISO 9004 2009 series, they provide guidelines for maintaining the success of quality management system through evaluation and performance improvement. Means they focus on evaluation and performance. Then ISO 19011 and 2011, this set of guidance for any organization on auditing management system. Internal audit are used to confirm and improve the effectiveness of a quality management system. And external audit are generally the audit of supplier, but can also be done by a interested third party. Means they focus on the audit so that the quality management system become more effective, where we include outer party also, inner party also. Now, there is always asked what is the difference between ISO 9000 and 9001. I hope now it is clear to you that ISO 9000 is a series or a family of quality management standard. Well, ISO 9001 is a standard within the family. ISO 9000 family of standard also contain an individual standard named ISO 9000. This standard lay out fundamental and vocabulary of the quality management system. Means 9000 सीरीज भी है और 9001 उसकी सीरीज का एक पार्ट है. And 9000 is also the part of 9000 series, which focus on the vocabulary and fundamental that used in a total quality management system. This international standard describes fundamentals of quality management system, which form the subject of ISO 9000 family and define related terms. This international standard is applicable to the following, like organization who seek advantage through implementation of quality management system, organization seeking confidence from their supplier that their product requirement will be satisfied, user of the product, those who concerned with the mutual understanding on the terminology used in quality management, like your supplier, customer, regulators, etc. Those internal or external to the organization who assess the quality management system or audit it for conformity with the requirement of ISO 9001. Those internal or external to the organization who give advice or training to the quality management system or developer of related standard. Everywhere the international standard is applicable. Now, ISO 9000 2015 Principles of Quality Management. It is based on 7 quality management principles. First, customer focus, then leadership, then engagement of pupil, then process approach, improvement, evidence-based decision making, and relationship management. So this is all about today's lecture. In next lecture, I will cover these principles in detail. Thank you for the day, students.